Today I'm gonna be doing a bookshelf reorganization video / bookshelf tour. Bookshelf has been a mess for like a month and I really need to fix it. Let's get started. Battery died and it stopped recording, so I ended up finishing this bookshelf and you can't see any of that because my camera died and it stopped recording, and I didn't even notice until after I was done and I got up and I was looking at the recording and I realized it was off. I didn't finish this shelf though, so now I'm gonna finish this shelf and then I'm gonna do a bookshelf tour. So now I'm gonna do a bookshelf tour, but I'm not gonna do the traditional bookshelf tour where I take every book off of my shelf and show you that, because honestly, like, I would not want to do that. That sounds so horrible and boring, and no. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you each shelf. I'm gonna zoom into each shelf and tell you about why I put certain books on the shelves, how I organize them, and then show you each book on the shelf, but I'm not taking them out. And I'll show you all the spines and all the decorations and everything. Okay, let's get started. So first, I'm gonna show you the first shelf on my big bookshelf. So right here, this is my classic shelf. It's all of my classic books. I have 2 copies of Jane Eyre. I have Little Women, Anne of Green Gables, and A Little Princess, all in the Puffin and Bloom edition. I have the Barnes & Noble collector's edition of The Tempest, Shakespeare. I have another book by Frances Hoggins Brunette in the Penguin Classic edition, I think, and I also have Tom Sawyer in that same edition. I have Tuck Everlasting, and then I have the Italian edition of A Little Prince. I got this in my December owl crate. Cute little octopus readers, and then that's the Phantom and Christine. And then I also have the Kaz playing card from when I went to Leigh Bardugo's sign in November for Language of Thorns. And then I also have this little wooden poster thing that says you discover you have wings when you open a book. Next, we have my Harry Potter shelf. I got this Christmas ornament in my owl crate, my December owl crate, and I just thought it was so cute, so I just put it with that. And I have all of the first edition Harry Potter hardcovers. I have the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them illustrated edition. I have 3 Funko Pops. I have Harry, Ron, and Hermione. If you don't know what this is, I will show you the cover. It's so cool. I haven't read it yet, but I did flip through it and I really love the illustrations. Definitely recommend it if you're a Harry Potter fan. I have the illustrated edition of the Sorcerer's Stone, and then I have these magnetic bookmarks that I got at Barnes & Noble's. Aren't they so cute? They're just like little cactuses. And then I also got this clip-on bookmark that says "Shush, I'm reading," and then I clip them on this bookmark to like showcase them. They're so cute. I love them. Next, I have my favorites shelf. So these are all my favorite books. I have the Arcana Chronicles. I finally own all of the books in the series. I have Poison Princess, Endless Night, Dead of Winter. Then I have another copy of Endless Night because that's my favorite in the series. I have Arcana Rising, which is book 4, The Dark Calling, which is book 5, and then Day Zero is a companion novel. We have Writers. I've talked about this book before. I love it so much. P.S. I Like You is one of my favorite books of Casey West ever. The Upside of Unrequited is my favorite Becky Albertalli book. Robo Mechanics, and it's not necessarily my favorite book, but I do really love this series, and I feel like it's so underrated, so I thought I would put it on my favorite shelf to show it off. P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han. I love Lara Jean. I love this series. The Heir. So The Heir is not my favorite book in the series. That's actually the one, but The Heir is the only book I own from the Selection series, so that's why it's on here. And then Restore Me. I still haven't read Restore Me actually, but Shatter Me series is one of my favorite series of all time. I've read it twice, and I'm really looking forward to owning the whole series in hardcover, and I'm thinking of owning the Selection series in hardcover as well. And then The Princess Saves Herself in this one. This is my favorite poetry collection, and I got the beautiful Barnes & Noble edition pop figures. So that's Regina from Once Upon a Time, Captain Hook from Once Upon a Time, Emma Swan from Once Upon a Time, Superman. I think this is the Batman versus Superman one, I think, or it's Man of Steel pop figure. I'm not sure. I got this Superman one because Superman is one of my favorite superheroes, and also because this one, he's like on like a stool and it looks like he's flying. So I just thought that one was cool. And then Supergirl, my favorite. Then next we have my Diversity Spotlight shelf. So these are not all the diverse books I own, but they're like my favorite editions and like the prettiest ones I own. So I thought I'd just put them all together. That way, anytime I want to reach for a diverse book, I can just go to the shelf. So we have Want by Cindy Pond, amazing. Everybody should read it. A Crown of Wishes by Roshani Chokshi. I still have not read that one. They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera, which is honestly my favorite Adam Silvera book. Under Rose Tainted Skies. That book is a mental health book. Akata Witch. I really loved her other book, Binti, which is over here. I can't wait to read that one. That A Forbidden Wish. A Time to Dance, When Dimple Met Rishi, and From Twinkle with Love. So I actually have the Owl Crate exclusive edition, Twinkle with Love, and it's blue, and I love it. It's so pretty. Mirage, I actually went to the signing for Mirage. I have the Paper Menagerie and Other Stories, Written in the Stars, Labyrinth, Lost, Ruled After, Everything Leads to You by Nina LaCour, The Seafarer's Kiss by Julie Ember, Not Your Villain and Not Your Sidekick. Okay, so Not Your Villain is actually book 2. I don't know why I put it in that order. History's Only Left by Adam Silvera. This is actually the UK edition. I have The Melody of You and Me, M.H. Hollis, and then I have Binti. My Disney pop figures, I have Aurora from Sleeping Beauty, Anna from Frozen, Merida from Brave, Belle from Beauty and the Beast, Ariel from The Little Mermaid, and Elsa from Frozen. Next, it's just series that I own and that I own more than one book of, and I don't know how to describe this shelf. It's just kind of like a mishmash. So here I have the entirety of the Illuminae saga. I have Illuminae, Gemina, Obsidio. I have Troop Witch and Wind Witch, and I am planning to buy Sight Witch and the rest of the books in the series, Blood Witch. I want to own the whole series because Susan Dennard is one of my all-time favorite authors, and I really love the series. I have the entirety of the Remenat Chronicles by Mary E. Pearson. I have The Kiss of Deception, The Hard Betrayal, and The Beauty of Darkness. All of them are signed. I got to meet Mary E. Pearson last year. She is so sweet and inspiring. I love her. And then here's my Leigh Bardugo section, which all of them are signed. I got Ruin and Rising and Six of Crows signed when I first met Leigh Bardugo like 2 years ago, and then Wonder Woman I bought signed, and then Language of Thorns my friends got signed for me at the Leigh Bardugo signing I went to in November, and then Glass Sword, that one's also signed by Victoria Aveyard. I got to meet her at the Festival of Books 2 years ago. Here we have my Sherlock pop figure with the violin, and then this is Miss Peregrine. This is a new addition to my pop collection. So I actually hated the Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children movie. I thought it was horrible, and the book was really good, but the reason I bought this pop figure is because it looks so cool. Like, look at her makeup, and then her hair is like purple, like it, and then look at her outfit. She's wearing like purple boots, and then it also comes with like the Miss Peregrine, the bird. Like, I just thought it was the coolest pop figure ever, so I just bought it because of that, not because I necessarily like really love the series or anything. And then these are dominoes. Basically, I went to Mysterious Galaxy ones, and in the back I have like a jar of like a bunch of pins and bookmarks and a bunch of like swag that you can grab from their past signings that was like leftover. And one time I went there and they had these dominoes, and on the back of the dominoes they had like book stickers and like book stuff behind them, and then I ripped them all out, and then I just thought they looked so cute, so I just put them on my shelf. That's a stone. And I got this candle, which smells so good. I don't know what this shelf is. It's just random hardcovers, I guess. So here we have all of the And I Darken series. I'm currently reading Now I Rise, but I'm like not that much into it, and I haven't picked it up since like June. We have my YouTuber books, which is Lily's book. That one's also signed. I think I bought the signed edition from Barnes & Nobles. And then Pirate of the Party is Lindsay Sterling's book, which this one is also signed. I think I found it at Target signed, and I was like so excited. And then I have the Rebel Belle series by Rachel Hawkins, also signed. I met Rachel Hawkins 2 years ago, I think, and I had like the most amazing conversation with her, and I had like a great time. I know I made a video about that. I'll leave the card for it up above. Next, we have The Chaos of Stars, another Kirsten White book. Of course, it's signed. All my Kirsten White books are signed. Kirsten White is like my favorite author. I have my Italian editions. I have Scarlet in Italian and Between the Pages by Jodi Picoult and her daughter, Samantha Van Leer, in Italian. I got these 3 years ago, last time I was in Italy. And then when I was in Italy, like 2 months ago, I bought The Little Prince. Then I have Emerald Green by Kirsten Geyer. I have Dream a Little Dream by Kirsten Geyer, Czarina, and Vengeance Road. This one's pretty simple. I just have my dream sign. And I got the June Owl Crate, and it came in this like, and I got a mug. I got like the mason jar mug that came in this like really cute box. I honestly just thought it was so cute, so I just kept the box. And then that's my TBR jar. Next, we're moving on to the other shelf. So this is how it looks like. This is how this one looks like. Oh yeah, and then also this is a Harry Potter tote bag that I got in my December Owl Crate. Isn't it so cute? I just think it's so cute that I don't really want to use it because I don't want to ruin it, so I just put it up here. My Doctor Who shrine. So I have the 4th Doctor, the 9th Doctor, Captain Jack Harkness, David Tennant again because he's my favorite Doctor and I love him. We have Matt Smith, the 11th Doctor. I have 212. And this is Sarah Jane Smith, who is actually from Classic Who, and I did watch a lot of Classic Who, and she was one of my favorite companions. This is the Taylor Swift Volume 2, I think, you could get with Reputation. Of course I bought it. I'm a diehard Swiftie. My TARDIS pop figure, and then I have my Doctor Who book. And then I didn't know where to put my mermaid statue, so I just put it there. It doesn't really fit, but like Taylor Swift doesn't really fit with Doctor Who either, so I guess, yeah. And I really want to get more Doctor Who pop figures. I know, I have a problem. Moving on, so this is my ARC shelf. These are all ARCs I've gotten at Y'all West, the Festival of Books. These are my 2016 ARCs. I got this one at the Festival of Books in 2016. I got these at Y'all West. 2016, I won this ARC in a Goodreads giveaway, right? Who wins Goodreads giveaways? And then these are the ARCs I got at the Festival of Books. I got these 3 at the Festival of Books last year, and then one of my friends got me a signed ARC of When Dimple Met Rishi at Y'all West last year, and I couldn't go, and I was like so happy. That's like one of my most prized possessions, When Dimple Met Rishi signed, and I also have Furthermore signed by Tara Mafi. So yeah, and then Little Monsters is another book I got at the Festival of Books, and then I also got Genuine Fraud at the Festival of Books. Then Dear Martin, one of my best friends got me that at Y'all West last year, and it's honestly one of my favorite books that I've read, so I'm just so happy that I have a copy. Then we also have I Am Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter. My friend also got me that at Y'all West, and I Am Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter is honestly one of my favorite books of all time, so I'm so happy I have a copy of that, but I really want to buy a hardcover copy of that too. So hopefully I can get 2. And I if you noticed before, I have a hardcover copy of When Dimple Met Rishi, so I have 2 copies, and I'm so fine with that. I love that book. These are the books that I got at Y'all West this year, and then I got this one at Fierce Reads. I think I got this one at the Penguin Team too. I got this one at Disney, and then these are just samplers that I also got at Y'all West. And then for decorations, I have a lot of dogs. I love dogs. I don't have a dog though, sadly. And then this is the 4th Doctor. It's like the Titan figurine thing, whatever. This is like a little Webkins. Snoopy. This was actually, like, this Snoopy was from the McDonald's Happy Meal in Korea from like a long time ago. Like my dad got stationed in Korea and he brought like all of these back. Isn't it so cool? Can you believe they gave this at McDonald's? Like look how cool this is. This is like a McDonald's like Happy Meal toy. And then I also got this at the dollar store. I think my grandma gave me this. More dogs. I really love dogs. And then next we have random hardcovers. All the hardcovers that couldn't fit on that shelf, I just put them on here. I tried to separate these by genre, but it didn't really work out. And then I just went by color. So basically this is kind of contemporary. And then this is like fantasy, whatever. And then these are my mermaid books. I tried to put them together. But there's also Seafarer's Kiss, but I put that one on my diversity shelf because that one is female romance. Owl, and then I got this. This is like a squeeze. Like it's like a stress toy. Isn't it so cute though? I got this at Yowes. Found it in one of my bins and I just thought it was so cute. Cicciobello, which is like a classic Italian toy. And then this is like a really cute typewriter that my mom found and she just gave to me. Here we have all the paperbacks that couldn't fit on that shelf. Here is my Nancy Drew collection and just random paperbacks. Looks, Beginnings, Consequences, and then Oblivion. So my camera died again while I was filming. Thankfully, I finished filming right the second that the camera died. Now I'm filming this by the charger by the wall. That's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing me reorganize my bookshelf and giving you like a mini bookshelf tour. Comment down below what you think of my new bookshelf. I'm so happy. I've been wanting to reorganize it for months, but I just haven't had the time, and it literally took me 2 days to reorganize it all because of how many books I have acquired since my last bookshelf tour and reorganization, and also the fact that now my other bookshelf has been added to my bookshelf wall. It took a long time, but I'm really satisfied with it. My social media links are all down below. My Twitter, my Bookstagram, and my Goodreads. Arrivederci!